There we go. Good evening, everybody. DZI Group. Citizen Crane, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining. Real Ken. There's a lot of new people. I don't really recognize. Hey, what's going on, DeLeon? There's a lot of people I don't really recognize, but that are in here. So that's great. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, actually. Good afternoon, good evening. Hello. How are you doing? Do me a favor. Let me know if any of you guys, first of all, can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? Hey, Tara Tate, if you can hear me okay, do me a favor, put one in the chat. And if you are new, if you haven't seen any of my scopes, do me a favor and put, okay, great. Thank you, DeLeon. DeLeon's my man. He's a sneaker designer. He's going to blow up. He's going to be big at some point. I'm telling you, it's happening. Hey, Tara. And also do me a favor and just put in if you're new, do me a favor and put 2 in the chat. I just want to know who's new so I can decide. I can decide how I tell you who I am. A lot of times that's what I try to do. What's going on, Ty? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Oh, there's a lot of new people in here. I really appreciate that. All right. Before I get started, I thank you for being here. What I always do is I always ask people to do me a favor and share this with their friends and followers. If you like what I'm saying, if you like the title, if you like what you think you're about to hear, Matt Crane said, "Oh, Matt Crane is the man." Citizen Crane. I know he's on his scope, so go find him and follow him. Citizen Crane is amazing. He's a very motivational guy. I find him inspiring. 10X guy. He's just killing it. And thank you so much, Dr. Will Moreland. He's another guy. I did an interview with him on his blab. Dr. Will Moreland, Dr. Will Speaks. Go find him. He's doing great things as well. Great speaker, great motivational speaker, leadership coach, and peak performer. So, like I said, do me a favor, send this to your friends, your fans, your followers, people who think may be able to learn from this. Hey, how's it going, Tony? All right. Let me tell you who I am first, and I'll tell you what I'm going to talk about. You saw it in the chat, in the title. My name is ebongeka. I'm a certified public accountant, CPA, for short, here in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm also the author of the best-selling business book, Start Me Up, the No Business Plan, Business Plan. In addition to that, I'm the founder of Economics, EKANOMICS. Economics, we focus on your mission, your mindset, and your money. It's basically a small business and life consultancy where we help you with your business to help plan out your purpose, your mission, depending whether it's for you personally or for your business, and then eventually help you set your pricing so that you can raise your pricing and then maximize your profits. So we work with a lot of businesses to help them both online and offline to set their pricing and raise them. So I haven't done a scope in the evening in a while. My lighting is kind of crappy, but I apologize for that. I got to angle this a bit. There you go. That's a lot better. So I got an email from somebody today. Yes, thank you so much. Go if you want to learn more about my coaching programs, what I do, my one-on-one stuff. Go take a look at economics.com. The reason why it's important to be I like being a CPA in this space is because all good in the lighting. Thank you, Sandy. The reason why it's so good I like this in this space is because I use my financial background to help people with their business and their finance and their money section so that we can help them grow their business by making subtle changes here and there. Sometimes we have to revolutionize, but who knows? All right. So today I got an email from somebody. I get emails every day, sometimes literally every day for weeks. And I got an email today from somebody who was asking me a question. He said, "What do I do when when you feel so discouraged and you don't know what to do, like you don't know what to do next, like you're so discouraged and you're kind of stuck." And I was thinking about this question on the way home. It's been in my mind the whole time, and I'm driving, and literally I'm driving, and I remember I had a similar question. Hey, Wingonomics, I had an Allison McCain and E. Nicole. I had a similar question. Some of you know, I was out of town, with my lady and her family, and we're hanging out in a house, and we're playing this thing called Chat Pack. And one of the questions they asked us is, what would you do to if you were sad or you weren't really if you weren't really happy? What would you do to change your mood? And the answer I gave is the answer I'm going to give this gentleman when I get a chance, when I get back to my computer. And before, I want to show you as well where I'm at so that I can also illustrate the point. What I do when I feel discouraged, what I do when I feel like things aren't happening the way I want them to happen, what I do when I feel sad, I feel like I want to have a pity party, I'm not really happy. Hey, what's going on, B. Benita? What I do is I literally go to a cemetery. I drive by a cemetery. In this particular case, I'm actually walking by one. And I'm actually in one right now. This is near kind of like a mile or two away from where I live. And that's literally what I do. When I have a situation actually about this earlier. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. I come by a cemetery, and here's why. There are people, right? There are people out there. There are people here who are lying in these graves who had an opportunity, who had dreams and goals. How many dreams and goals are died with these people? And every day that I'm alive, that I'm breathing, I have an opportunity to do something closer. And I'm not saying that what you're going to do is going to happen the next day or the next, exponentially. But again, I've told everybody before that your brain wants proof, not promises. It doesn't want, it's tired of your promises. What it wants is your brain wants to see progress. And just the fact that you take an incremental step makes that progress. You understand what I'm saying? Just the fact that you're thinking about something, you're writing it down, makes it progress. Exactly. And don't let that be you. And I'm thinking there's somebody here, Mr. Ryer, there's Flag, Mr. Thomas, Heath, there's Anna M., 1878 to 1960. She probably had dreams and goals. What's going on, Mark? She probably had dreams and goals in her life that she wanted to accomplish. It didn't matter, right? I'm not saying you want to change the world. I'm not saying you want to change the universe. I'm not saying you want to change your community. Whatever it is, whatever legacy you want to leave, when you leave out and you end up buried in one of these graves, you look back on yourself and say, did I give everything I could? Did I give out my gifts, or did I hoard them and get buried in a cemetery, right? And so for me, I come through here. I usually just drive by a cemetery. I usually, a lot of times, I drive by Arlington National Cemetery. I see all the soldiers. And they had a central mission. People who were buried there had a central mission, a central focus. Exactly. And a lot of dreams and visions and goals never made it because somebody put it off, or somebody said it wasn't going to work for them, or somebody said like they didn't have an opportunity. So like for me, I don't know, I'm getting emotional, but for me, it's like, I want to remind you guys that you have, thank you for being on here. Hey, Robert Stern, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, Todd, as well. And it reminds me when I feel discouraged, when something's not happening the way I want it to happen, when I'm trying to talk to somebody and they're not responding the way I want them to respond, when I'm doing things that aren't happening and I want to go into a pity party. Immediately I drive by a cemetery. I don't even let myself languish in that. I don't allow myself to stay in that soup. I literally drive by a cemetery, and if it gets really bad, I jump out and walk around. I wanted to come by this to show this for effect, but this is what I normally would do. And I say this to people, it's like, oh, that's deep. I go, you know what? I have no other choice, because at some point in time, we're all going to end up there too, right? We all end up in a box somewhere, right? And so for a lot of us, hey, what's going on, Lo? So for a lot of us, I want to remind you guys, if you're not where you want to be, I want to remind you guys, if you're trying to make that next step, I want to remind you, if you forget why you started what you started. And I'm going to tell this guy who sent me the email the same thing. I can tell he was hurting for some reason because he kept reaching out to me. And if you're stuck in your pattern and you want to get out of it, you want to try to grow to another level, you have dreams and goals. Like there's a biblical scripture that says, without dreams and visions, people perish. And it doesn't matter. Like you need something bigger than you to give you a reason to get up. Otherwise, you're going to ask yourself, what is the purpose? Why should I even do anything? Why should I eat? Why should I get up? Why should I even talk to somebody? Why should I go to work if it's all for nothing? You can ask yourself that same question. But if you have a why, something that's bigger than you, something that's deeper than you, it'll cause you to get up in the morning and actually do something about it. And so I drive by here. I kind of drive by this cemetery on the way home a lot. And again, it popped in my mind when I got that email to him. This guy's probably about an hour ago. I saw it on my LinkedIn, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I wrote back. He's like, "Well, what do you do if you feel discouraged?" And this is what I do, man. This is exactly what I do. I go by cemeteries. I'm complaining about dumb shit. You kidding me? I'm complaining about somebody being mean to me. I'm complaining about the economy and politicians and all this other garbage. These people have no choice. I had an opportunity to affect my tomorrow. So what you do today will cement what happens for you tomorrow. If you don't do what you're supposed to do today, you end up here with regrets and things that you had ideas that you could have changed the world with, but you chose not to. The worst times your goals are the most faithful reason. Yes, exactly. I want you guys all to look inside yourself and ask yourself, why did I start right today? Why did I start my dream to begin with? When you feel like you're not getting where you need to go, you need to ask yourself, why did I start this journey to begin with? You started for a reason. You had a goal. You had a dream and you had a gleam in your eye. Before people who are just joining here, my name is Ebongeka. I'm a certified public accountant. I'm also the author of the best-selling business book, Start Me Up, the No Business Plan, Business Plan. I do motivation, but the majority of my background is small business empowerment and improve your lives. I'm also the founder of Economics. We focus on your mission, your mindset, and your money. I do a scope a day, probably sometimes twice a day, and Economics is our business and life coaching. So it's our practice where we help you change your life, change your pattern, show you where you want to go, take whatever your dreams are, and help you show you how to get there by creating a system that you can do. So life is about hacking systems. Everything in life is about systems. If you can hack a system in your life, you can pretty much accomplish anything you want. The people who kill it in this world, who do great things, they find out how the system works, and then they create a template or a pattern to follow. That's it. So I just wanted to remind you guys real quickly before I take off that the light is getting kind of dark. It may rain, whatever. But I want to tell you, if you are, I dropped the ball. Thank you so much, Nicole. Like if you're not happy where you are, right, and you guys are all concerned about all this stuff and concerned about where you're going, your dreams and goals. There are people lying in this grave, right? I still don't understand debit and credit. Well, you know what? You can hire somebody for that. That's what makes your life a lot easier. You can focus on what you do great, which is make money and grow your business and enrich your clients. And so for me, exactly, save yourself time, save yourself energy. That's right, Vanessa. Is you got to hack a system. You got to find everything in life has a system. That's what economics is about. It's a lot better. And you guys can watch in the next 6 months to a year. I'm going to do some great things with the economics brand, but that's exactly what that is. It's being able to hack a system. Everything has a system in life. And if you can hack that system, right, you will be able to dominate whatever it is that you want to accomplish. Mr. Quick or Miss Quick, whoever that is over there, they had dreams and goals. They no longer have a chance. Thomas had a chance. It's over. Mr. Pratt over here, Pleasant Pratt, it's over. Weaver, it's over. Who else? Millard, over. All these people, they've lost their opportunity. Margaret, right next to Harvey, all over. All of them had ideas and goals and things that they wanted to change, right? And they missed it. They had their opportunity. They let it go because they felt sorry for themselves. Miss Donaldson, gone. Miss Martin, gone. Jane Murray, gone. Lost it. Forget it. Had no chance or opportunity to look back and do what they were supposed to do. Look, I'm not trying to walk on their graves and whatever, but I want to use this as a reminder, as a cautionary tale for all of y'all who are literally looking back and saying, woe is me. You know, I don't deserve this. You know, I don't have an opportunity to make this, or it's not going to work, or all the things that you're talking about right now, which doesn't matter anymore when you end up in one of these things. Nobody's talking about that anymore. All you have is a tomb that says Brown, and people come and lay flowers at it every year, right? So I want you to ask yourself, as I walk through the cemetery, hey, Sheree and me, as I walk through the cemetery, the whole point, the whole purpose of this scope is to remind you that when you feel like you cannot go to that next stage, you feel like your dreams aren't happening the way you want them to, when you feel like you don't deserve to get what you're getting right now, when you feel all these things, you need to look back at 2 things I want to share with you. The first thing is, we're all going to die. The second thing is, what ideas and dreams and visions did you come to this earth to bring and share your gifts with it that you're now no longer having a chance to do because it didn't work out, because you chose not to do that. And the third thing I'd say is, everything in life has a system. When something you're doing is not working, you need to find out why. And one of the ways to do that is to find out the system that other people are doing to make it work. That's it. You got to hack it. And so you got to hack that system. And that's exactly what economics is about. It's about finding the systems to shorten your time, to shorten your money, and to shorten the amount of effort you put in to get to where you want to go, whatever it's a business, whether it's a relationship, whatever it is. And maybe you have to look within yourself. All right, as I leave you, I just want to remind you guys, I appreciate you guys for being out here. If you want to learn more about me, just do me a favor, go to economics.com. I'm not, I got a little emotional, but I'm not doing this to make you cry, whatever. I just want you to be reflexive. And when you look at yourself and you're like, man, this is not happening, I feel discouraged. They felt discouraged too, but they did nothing about it. Now they're buried. It's over. I don't know any of these people. Maybe they did leave a legacy. I should chip in to freeze my brain. Maybe you should. Thank you so much, Mark. And thanks so much, Benita, and De Leon. I really appreciate you being here. You got to take action. Whatever it is you want to do in your life, you got to take action towards it. Because if you don't take action, someone else will get you to help them. If you don't take action, you will not be able to live the dreams you want. You will not live the life you want. You will end up being buried. How dare you take your dreams and your visions to the grave with you? How dare you do that? And so that's one of the most selfish things I can imagine, that there's somebody out there who could probably learn something that you have to share with them, that's learn something that you have to offer right? And they no longer have that opportunity because you decide not to act, and you eventually ended up going to your grave with them. So better late than never. Hello, exactly. I want you all to get going, and I want to encourage you. I want to empower you, and that's what I'm trying to do. You reach out to me. You guys all know me. You tweet me, I respond. You email me, I respond. Whatever it is, right? Even if it's like something to get you going a little bit, fine. But if you want to work together, that's fine too. There's some clients that I picked up from talking to that I'm helping move their lives in a different direction, whatever it is. But I enjoy your vision and passion for your vision. Thank you so much. Unsung Woman. Mark, thank you so much, man. I want you to live your dreams, man, because live your dreams while you're awake so you don't have to go to sleep, right? Last thing I'll say is when a lot of people end up in drugs sometimes or alcohol or other destructive behavior, it's relatively because they're not really comfortable where they are. There's a lot of other things. This is a very simplistic view. I understand that. This is a generalization as well because there are exceptions to everything. But in the same token, a lot of the times they want to escape where they currently are. Right? They want to escape where they currently are. They're not exactly happy where they are, and they want to escape that. As a result of that, why not? See, when I meet people who are so driven in their goals, they can't go down that path because everything they do is how is that going to affect my dream, my goal, my legacy, my vision, and they're not going to allow themselves to degrade their body. I need to get my body to a place where I can make sure I can give my gifts. If I'm sick, if I'm high, drunk, all that stuff, how can I give my gifts to people? Right? How can I share my gifts? How can I share my knowledge if I can't even speak coherently? So that's the way, that's the vision, that's the way I come from and what I try to share with you guys today. So thank you guys for being here. If you want to learn more about me, do me a favor. You can go to economics.com, EKANOMICS. If you want to talk to me, you can set up an appointment. We can talk there. Secondly, my personal website is ebongeka, EBONGEKA.com. But one of the best ways is to go to economics.com, EKANOMICS. Yes, ICS. In addition to that, you can also email me, info@ebongeka.com. And I answer my emails, whatever I can do, man. But anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for being here. If you want to learn more, catch the replay. If you missed it, if you missed part of this. But again, my goal is to remind you that at some point in time, this is where you're about to be buried. Someplace that looks like this, right? And they had an opportunity to change the lives the lives that are around them, and a lot of people did not. And so I want to empower you and implore you to do the same thing, right? Whenever you feel discouraged, this is what I do when I feel discouraged. And I want to share that with you guys. Hopefully you guys like this and enjoy it. All right, take care.